What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. All right, guys, so today's video we're going to talk about the dealerships and something that they may not want you to know. Stay tuned for that.
Welcome to the complex.
It's a big gap between us and the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. But I gotta put my money in the...
All right, guys, let's jump right in this. So one thing I want to talk about is how a car dealership works. Many people do not know, I did not know it for a very long time, exactly how a car dealership works. But I'm going to do my best to make it as simple as possible and break it down to you right now so you kind of understand how a car dealership works and why buying a new car may not always be the best option. All right, when you buy a new car from a dealership, one thing to note is a dealership is a third-party vendor that sells vehicles on the behalf of the manufacturer. For example, if you go and buy a brand new Honda, that Honda doesn't belong to the Honda dealership. It belongs to Honda, which then allocates one Honda Civic, for example, to the Honda dealership in Hollywood, California. Now, when they allocate that, they say, we're going to give you this Honda Civic so that you can sell it on our behalf at your dealership. And that way, we get the profits from you selling the vehicle, and you can charge the markup fees, the dealership fees, the sales fees, and all those other extra things in order to make a profit. With this way of dividing up the vehicles that the manufacturer makes, they're able to sell more vehicles than if they just sold them themselves through Honda. Most companies do not let you order straight from the manufacturer for certain reasons. There are certain laws in certain places that don't allow you to. Some dealerships you can find that they will allow you to buy from the manufacturer. So it just depends on the situation and where you're located. That would be the best option, especially if you're paying cash for a vehicle or if you have your own bank financing the vehicle. So you would save quite a bit of money because you wouldn't have to go through the middleman, which is the salesman. An example of that is, let's say, the new Toyota Supra that came out. If you were to buy a Toyota Supra, here's the process. The car comes from the manufacturer. The manufacturer then gives a Toyota of Arizona one Toyota Supra. They have a price that they sell that car to the dealership, and that car is then allocated to that company or that dealer, and that dealer can now sell that car at the MSRP, which is the sticker price. So manufacturer suggested retail price is what the MSRP is. So that's what they suggest you sell it for. So in order for the dealership to make a profit, they have to sell it for more than they bought it from the manufacturer for. So what they do is the price might be, let's say, $54,000 for this Toyota Supra. But the MSRP, which is the sticker price, is going to be $58,000. And that is so the dealership can make a profit for selling the vehicles. So they make, let's say, a $4,000 profit. They pay Toyota for giving them that car or allowing them to sell it, and then they pocket the $4,000. Well, sometimes these dealerships get a little bit greedy and that MSRP gets jacked up even higher than what the manufacturer suggests that you pay for it. So instead of being $58,000, it's going to be $60, $61, $65 in order for them to make a bigger markup on that vehicle. So this is how a lot of dealerships get away with murder by charging you more as being the customer. So you're paying even more than the manufacturer charged for the vehicle in the first place just to go through hoops in the car dealership. So car dealerships are not all bad. They do give you great warranty options. They service your vehicle. They do offer some value. And when you have a brand new vehicle, if you want to keep it working as best as possible, as long as possible, getting something brand new is not a bad thing. When you're working with a used vehicle, unless you get something certified pre-owned or something that is really great condition, almost new, like let's say a year or two, not beat up, not have hella miles on it, then you might be in a good position. But if you're going brand new versus used, I would say go as close to new as possible if you're going to go used. And if you're going brand new, negotiate your butt off until you can get a price that you're comfortable with. If you feel like you got a great price on this car, you probably got ripped off. If the salesman and you are both upset at the end of this deal, then you probably got a good price. So keep that tip in mind whenever you're dealing with the dealerships. Remember, they are not your friends. They're not trying to hook you up. They're not helping you out. If you get MSRP, fine, take it. Sometimes you can negotiate underneath, and remember, they love financing because at the end of the day, they're gonna make more money if you finance than if you don't finance. So if you just go in there with cash, they're gonna make less profit. So the reason why they finance through their own dealership is so they can make more profit on charging you an interest rate, whether that's 2%, 5%, 10%, 15%. They can make that profit off of you in the long run by financing. But if you go in with cash, they would much prefer financing that vehicle out at some sort of interest rate than giving it to you for cash, because then they only make a set amount of profit off of that vehicle. So if you guys have any questions about anything to do with the financing or how buying a new car goes or anything like that, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to answer any questions based off of my own knowledge or whatever I can find. And I'll catch you guys later. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like the video. Peace.